Ends those towards little contribute may it. Situations others in but. Satisfaction and citizenship turnover, absence, productivity, employee, to lot a contribute may it. Situations some in. Effectiveness, organizational, invariable, another is leadership that recognizes two. Therefore, important it's. Leader A of actions, the by solely accomplishment goal to guided our employees, that state too simplistic to is it. Behavior predicting and explaining for leadership on burden undue and place to trended have concept leadership, the of supporters yet. Satisfaction and performance employee on effect and having as documented been have norms group and ability, personality, attitudes as such factors all after. Alarming that be not should lead to suppose are they those on effect in, and have always don't leaders that realization this. Leadership for substitute also can work groups cohesive and procedures and rules rigid goals formalized explicit as such characteristics organizational. Variable leadership the on demands fewer plates may open bracket scientists research e.g. close bracket satisfying interestingly are that or open bracket line assembly on working e.g. close bracket routine and ambiguous inherently are that jobs. Ambiguity task reduce and jobs organized to leaders a for need that a place can. Instance 4 training a and experience. Leadership of effect the neutralize or for substituting can matter organizational towards indifferences or orientation professional training experience as such employees of characteristics instances 4. Influence leaders, the for emplacement, a as act they. Unnecessary also but impossible only not influence leaders, a make hand other the on substituents. Influence leaders, the negate they outcomes, followers indifference, any make, to behavior leaders for impossible it make things these. Followers influence to ability to behavior leader for impossible it make things these. Followers influence to ability leaders the neutralize or leadership for substituents as act can variable organizational leaders and jobs individuals certain. Irrelevant are exhibits leaders a behaviors any situations many in that demonstrate studies numerous from data. Important be always not may leadership. True be not may situations that of regardless effective be always will style leadership particularly a that believe the. Opinions this offering by section this conclude we. Relevant always leadership is. Employees dispersed geographically widely managing themselves find the supervisors more as skills leadership interpersonal effective or of components necessary a b will leader e the of ability writing the achieve to difficult b may situations leadership distance long in trust of development that that mind keep and perceive to readers their want they want consider must leaders e readers the two meaning subliminal have to appear may that in anything for message they're monitoring while words of choice they're injurious be to supervisors requires leadership e effective message that soften to attempt and in emoticons of use the of regardless aggressive as misinterpreted be may format caps all and in messages terse and misunderstood be easily can behaviors nonverbal of support the lacking communication interactions internet be defined situations and behaviors that are considered to leaders for important is it. However, employees dispersed for techniques motivation regarding information of paucity a is their world business the in phenomena new relative is leadership e because mail e by communication official all receiving connection internet and computers via office the two link are employees communicating telegraph and teams virtual globe that even or country that around dispersed geographically workers manage to and on call often are they and supervisors modern of reality that changed have technology communications and changes communications face to face receive to able and organization that in present physically are who personnel between interactions and as viewed as leadership generally century first 20 the in supervisors for challenge a is organization the form from separated physically employees leading leadership e is what help and support need teams the when times at times they're abandoned may they or autonomy more need members team when team alone there leaves to when knowing of act balancing difficult the mastered have leaders effective intervene to when understand to an authority upgive to others, trust to. Information shared to patients, the as such skills learn to have they. Leader team effective and become to how learn is to then supervises most for challenge the. It learn can they but then to naturally come doesn't leadership team middle the in group huge that there's then open bracket team the of good for the style dominating their subliminal to unable they are close bracket personality there to counter runs it because team a lead never could percent 15 another leaders team natural are managers of percent 15 probably that estimate consultant saying this of sense our skill any have to reason no theirs appropriate longer no are before to do to encouraged were they things type control and command the all because transition the making trouble have managers capable most of the event noted consultant prominent one as teams to change the handle to equipped not are leaders many. Position this in effectively perform can you that likelihood that increase to how on tip some offer and on take leaders team that roles to suppose was I what on plan clear no that was there admitted he role knew his about confused said he decisions own their make them let them and know I everything teams that teach to suppose I facilitators a become two ways he that and teams to teams that teach to suppose I'm facilitator, a become to has he that and teams. To moving was company that the informed was he day next the. Assemblers board circuit 15 of staff a overseeing happily was he one day one. Out that found Dallas in Plant Lane Forest Instruments Texas as supervisor A Brian DJ supervisors line first by Lane Forest Texas Lane Forest Instruments Texas at supervisors AJD supervisors first line by performed role leadership traditional the from different is leaders team of role and the importance heightened on takes members team guiding in leaders the of role the popularity in grow teams as context team A within place taking increasingly is leadership question mark leadership team is what satisfaction employee higher and productivity higher rates turnover lower to lead supervision formulation transition that indicates its summary in impressive overwhelmingly is variety transitional that the over supervision transformational of superiority the supporting evidence the leaders the by establish those eventually be, but views establish only not question two ability that employees and instill to attempt will supervise transformational the further no go and view world charismatic that adopt to employees want many open bracket leader close bracket charismatic purely the charisma then more is supervisional transformational moreover alone approach transactional a with occur would what beyond go that performance and effort employee of level produces supervision transformational supervisional transactional of top built is supervisional transformational done things getting to approaches opposing as viewed be not should supervision transformational and transactional